Hey guys, Autumn here and welcome back to another video. Today we are playing around a bit with the editing style and I am returning to doing some watercolor. So I wanted to try this out because I moved my desks around. I addressed this in another video that'll be coming in May and I realize it's a little far ahead planning wise for what I normally do, but that just happens to be when that video was planned for. So what I'm painting is just something I drew up, something I kind of like the design for, and I decided to do kind of like light pastel watercolors with and kind of mess around and see what I can get from it. So the title of this piece is Star Freckles, I think, sort of. I don't know, it's a working title. Star Freckles was the title of it, so I guess Star-faced? Stars? I don't know. If you have a good title for this painting, let me know. I didn't really put much thought into the title of this painting. So the angle is a little bit different. Let me know what you think of it. I could probably look into flipping it around if necessary, but I kind of like this side angle. You can see a lot better what I'm painting, what I'm doing, and I kind of like it. So I am using the Arches watercolor paper, the cold press. I don't remember what weight it is, but I like it a lot. And I went in and I sprayed it down with a spray bottle of water that I have to just dampen the paper. I taped it because that's the best way to keep it from warping too badly. And I just went in with my custom watercolor set that I normally use when I paint. So Winsor Newton and Sennelier and a bunch of other varieties of watercolors that I've tested throughout the years and just kind of started to enjoy. And I wanted to do this mostly purple themed, kind of celestial-y space sort of themed because I like space, which is a very general statement, but space is cool. So I wanted to do that. And so I made her hair like a light purple, her sweater's purple, like a lighter purple with darker purple stripes, and I gave her bluey eyes. And I do a lot of layers on this piece. I kind of go over things a couple times and darken them and add more tones. And it's just something I wanted to play around with, something that I wanted to put a bit more effort into and kind of keep myself busy with for a while, because it's been quite a while since I've done a watercolor painting. So I took my time with it and I kind of just played around with the style of it because I don't know when the last time I did a watercolor painting was. It probably was the last time I recorded a watercolor painting on the channel. So I've been doing a lot of Copic markers and a lot of other things recently. So it's nice to kind of return to what got me into wanting to do more art. And it's fun to play around with it. I also recently procured a 500 drawing prompts book, which I am super duper looking forward to starting a series for. I know if it seems kind of repetitive if you've ever watched Casey Golden's, but I thought it would be fun to, instead of approaching it the way she does, where it's single page at a time, I would do it prompt by prompt, coming up with different unique things to draw and kind of keeping myself busy. So that elongates the series quite a bit, but I think it would be cool depending on what the theme is for the page. I could go and choose specific things for it. The other issue with that is I already know what the prompts are, so there wouldn't be much of a surprise element to it, but it would still be kind of a fun task to uptake to create the videos to go along with it. It would be a very long series probably, but it would be quite enjoyable, I think, to create almost 500 different pieces of artwork. There's this few wow, my English just failed me there. It would be cool to create specific pieces depending on the theme, such as I know there are season prompts in there. It would be cool to do all the seasons in one go and do sort of similar but like multiple different locations at different times of the year, or taking locations from shows that I like and drawing them in a different time of year than they're shown. So that could be really neat to do, I think. Let me know what you guys think, or if you think I should go with the way that Casey does it and just do a page of prompts at a time. I think it could be fun to do any of those. I also was thinking about possibly doing a face cam sort of thing for this, so while I am doing the voiceover, you can see my lovely smiling face in the bottom corner, similar to the way that Bailey J does it, but I was a little hesitant to do it for this video just because I was a little short on time recording it, but in future videos, maybe that could be fun to do. Let me know, again. I apologize for how long this video is. I'm using new editing software and I'm still getting the hang of it, but there was a lot of pieces in here that I really enjoyed the way they looked, so I wasn't willing to part with how long it was. So most of this video will probably end up being music, but before we get that far, I wanted to finish talking about the piece and stop talking about future plans and things, and just kind of talk about what was going through my head while I was painting this. So normally my approach to watercolors is to do one part, fully develop it, move on to the next part. One part, next part, one part, next part. So instead of doing that, I did everything in very light washes initially and kind of took my time and built things up gradually together. One such thing is the hair and the eyes, as well as the skin, because the skin tone is it's very pink right here, and I tone it down so it's more of a neutral skin tone in a little while. And I'm doing, I'm laying down more color here. I'm going over the hair with a darker red because I was sort of basing it off the way I look, but I also don't have blue eyes. So I kind of did that because I really want purple hair, but you know, I have to have money to do that sort of thing, so. So I did that, and I went over the hair with a darker purple, I went over the sweater with darker purples a couple times, and I took my time and enjoyed myself on working on this piece. I wanted to paint something that I enjoyed and wasn't necessarily for content reasons, because I find lately that a lot of the pictures I've been drawing and painting have been either school related or just for YouTube reasons. So this one was just entirely me drawing something going, I kind of like that. I want to watercolor this. And watercoloring it. There's no angle changing, there's no craziness, that's just one angle, me painting, taking my time, and enjoying myself. Also, if I remember correctly, I was watching Vox Machina while painting this. I took my time, and I am now just getting up to the Briarwood arc, and I'm so excited to see how that goes. I have heard that it is one of the most intense arcs in all of the Vox Machina campaign for Critical Role, so I'm very excited. I am also recently caught up on the current episode of The Mighty Nine, and I look forward to watching the new episode when it live airs tomorrow evening, because I try to watch it live whenever I can. So, back to the painting. Sorry, I totally trailed off there onto a completely different subject, but I also did something different with the line art for this. You'll notice I went in with a coal erase pencil for this. I drew this out on my iPad, printed it, and then copied it, or transferred it onto the watercolor paper. And what I do when I'm done painting is I go in with my Prismacolors, which I don't use a whole lot, and I did the line art, and I did some of the shadowing and things like that. Whatever shadowing wasn't intrinsically finished by my painting process was done with the not watercolor pencils, just the Prismacolor pencils. And I thought it was kind of neat. And then I went in and I added stars on her cheeks with my gold gel pen, and I shaded the background, and I just really love the way it came out. There is not much else for me to talk about in this, which I feel bad about, but I feel like I've kind of updated on everything. I do apologize for missing last week's video. I planned on uploading a special collaboration video, but that got moved back to May, so that is the video I was referencing before. So keep your eyes out for that about mid-May, or no, not mid-May, early May, like first week or two of May. And I worked really hard on that video. I put a lot of effort into that, and it took me a very, very long time to work on. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoy it, and I will let the music carry you out. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, everyone!
Hey guys, if you like this video, be sure to check out another one over there, and if you want to see the full playlist for this series, check out over here. Thank you for watching, and subscribe if you like, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye everyone!